And I'm going to show you a paperless listing presentation. What you can do is get a paperless listing presentation, much like this one, and run it on an iPad or similar device. And I'll give you an example of how this might go. So in this case, I'm the real estate agent and you are my potential client. I'm going to use a Web 2.0 marketing strategy that's going to be probably a little bit different than some of the agents that you've already interviewed with or that you're thinking about using. Now, when it comes to selling a home, there's three things to consider, the three P's: price, presentation, and promotion. As you can see right here, when we're talking about presentation, we're talking about how the house looks and the curb appeal. So this is a photograph that anybody could take. You could take it, I could take it, we could pull out our iPhone or our iPad and snap this. But when I list your home, I'm actually going to use an HD photographer so it looks like this. You can see this is a huge difference, and when I see this online, this makes me want to come view the home as opposed to just a regular picture that anybody could use. When we're talking about promotion, anybody that takes your listing is going to be a part of the MLS, and it's going to syndicate out to all the major sites, MLS and John L. Scott, Redfin, et cetera, et cetera. Some of the things that I'm going to do in addition to that are, I'm going to do a Facebook fan page for your listing. So one of the great things I can do with the Facebook fan page is I can put community information on here that I can't put on the MLS. Things like parks and schools and just some of the community information, restaurants, shops. I'm also going to create a YouTube video. So we're going to take pictures of the home and we're going to put it to music and create an emotional connection with the home. In addition, it's going to be put on YouTube, which is the #2 search engine in the world, and that will give your home additional exposure. And we're going to give it a single property website. So that means that your listing is going to get its own website out there. Now let's do a recap. We have a Facebook fan page, a YouTube video, domain name registration, name strip writer, custom website, and we're going to do additional syndication. So I mentioned earlier how any real estate agent is going to syndicate it out to the MLS and some of the big companies. We're going to push it out to over 23 different search engines. It means we're going to get the maximum amount of eyeballs looking at your home possible. Now, one of the biggest complaints that most sellers have today is that their agent lists their home and then they don't hear from them again, a lack of communication. So one of the things that I'm going to do is I'm going to actually make me or somebody from my team will make a phone call to you once a week just to check on how things are going. Did you get any showings? Did you run out of flyers out in the flyer box? Do I need to come and check anything out? In addition, I'm going to follow up with every single showing that's done to the home. So every time somebody uses the super key box to show your home, I will get that data and I'm going to ask people for feedback so they can tell us, hey, what is it that they like about the listing? And then I can share that data with you. In addition, I'm going to, on a weekly basis, send you out a market report so you'll know the 10 most current solds, pendings, and listings in your area. Let's talk about the final P, price. Now what we want to do is use active comparables from your neighborhood, not active solds, because we want your listing to have a sold sign on it. We don't want people to use your listing to sell their listing. So, Mr. and Mrs. Buyer, if we can agree on a price today, would you be willing to sign with me to list your home? And it's that easy. And what we found with people using this paperless listing presentation or this style of presentation is a higher conversion of listing presentations. So there's two ways that you can increase your income, your yearly income, and that's one, get more appointments, but also get a higher conversion of closing those appointments. And you can do that with tools like this and also a marketing strategy much like this one. So if you're interested, go ahead and go to stewartsocialmedia.com and we'll get you set up.